Good morning, Keith. Good morning, radio family. It's great to be here today. And, I've been sharing on my social media feed about my participation in the Eucharistic Congress. Of course, Archbishop Sheen wrote about the Eucharistic Holy Hour for many years. And so I'm got the car running. The bags are packed. I'm ready to go out the door to drive to Wisconsin to participate in the National Eucharistic Congress. And now it's not, the Congress is until July 17th. It's not till the middle of July in Indianapolis, but I'm being a part of the pilgrimage, which is kind of like a walking pilgrimage. I've done many pilgrimages over the years, walking to national shrines, and I enjoy the outdoors. And but this pilgrimage is like what we call like the Road to Emmaus experience. During this National Eucharistic pilgrimage, many people are coming out to walk the streets, to walk with our Lord. Our Eucharistic Lord is there in procession. And so there's a number of routes all over America. I'm participating in the northern route, or they call it the Marian route, which began in northern Minnesota and is working its way down through the country. Right now, it's in the Diocese of Green Bay, Wisconsin, but this weekend it'll be in Milwaukee. And so I'll be there speaking at a conference, and of course, then joining the pilgrims on the Sunday, walking from church to church, processing our Lord. I'll be making available holy prayer cards of Fulton Sheen's many devotions. Of course, Holy Face prayer cards too. They go hand in hand, the Holy Face devotion and the Eucharistic Holy Hour. And so I'll be walking, of course, for about 7 miles, and just again experiencing that road to Emmaus, being with the Lord. And sometimes I think we can all experience this. Say, were not our hearts burning within us, when we participate in these holy hours? So again, excited for that. But again, people are saying all the time, what book would you recommend again for the Eucharistic Holy Hour? And I kind of say, I giggle a little bit because, again, I published a couple of years ago this best-selling book. Again, the Holy Hour Prayer Book by Archbishop Fulton J. Sheen. Of course, the subtitle is "Could You Not Watch 1 Hour with Me?" And again, this book was released in the 40s during the war years, and Archbishop Sheen was asking us to pray. He wanted us to spend that hour a day, and so he provided some beautiful meditations for the reader to have with them. And people would write into the radio station and request the book, and he would mail it out to them. And so this book was not in circulation for many years. It had actually almost disappeared. And so we were able to revive this book and redistribute it and republish it all over the world. And it's available wherever fine books are sold. There's that little bookstore called Amazon that carries this, again, the Holy Hour Prayer Book. So again, a very handsome cover. This is the cathedral in Peoria, St. Mary's Cathedral, where Archbishop Sheen was ordained a priest back in September of 1919. And so it's very fitting that the monstrance on the altar be there in Peoria in honor of Archbishop Sheen. But great meditations in this book. So there we go. That's my recommendation for any book that you could have to help prepare for the Eucharistic Congress. Have Fulton Sheen's Holy Hour Prayer Book. Now, the movie Jesus Thirst, again, just the miracle of the Eucharist. I talked about it a little bit last week. Again, many people saw it in theaters at the beginning of June, and now they've opened up some more theaters and they're showing the movie a bit more. Again, record numbers, people enjoying this film. I'll give a bit of a teaser or spoiler alert. Archbishop Sheen is in the movie. I'd like to say the bookends. He begins with some beautiful meditations and, of course, ends with some very powerful quotes. I won't give them all away, but again, you're going to see Archbishop Sheen in this movie. And of course, he was instrumental in providing a great catechesis on the Holy Hour. And so, again, who better to go to than Archbishop Sheen? But the words "I thirst," we hear Jesus thirst in the film title, but the words "I thirst," those beautiful words from the cross that our Lord spoke. Some people talk about it being the fifth word that Jesus spoke. And I tell you, I think when we meditate on those words, "I thirst," I mean, Mother Teresa, she got it right. If you visit any of her chapels, you will enter into these humble abodes, and the tabernacle will be there, and there'll be a picture of our blessed Lord and the words, "I thirst." Her nuns, her religious sisters throughout the world, they do everything they can to satiate the thirst of the poor, the marginalized, and they minister to the Christ in these suffering people. And so, again, a great holy example for us. But yet, when we look at what Sheen is saying to us, he's saying, you can incorporate the words "I thirst" into so many areas of your life. When you pray the Our Father, and you think of that part of the Our Father that says, "Give us this day our daily bread." Again, the Lord wants to feed us, and we need to be fed by Him and to thirst for Him. Yet, when we think of the Eucharist and the beautiful part of the Mass where we get to have this holy exchange, Fulton Sheen would remind us and warn us actually to not be a parasite on the church, to just take, but to have the exchange, to give. When we're in the communion line, that we bring something to the Lord. I like to say we give our Lord our time, and He gives us His eternity. We give Him our humanity, and He gives us His divinity. So many things there, but to bring our intentions, our desires to the Lord. And of course, that beautiful exchange, we're rewarded so beautifully. So again, not missing that opportunity when we line up and receive the Lord every Sunday, and hopefully more than just on Sundays. Hopefully many of us are getting to Mass a few times a week if we can. So it's a great privilege to still be in a country where the churches are open and we can celebrate and worship without fear. But again, that can change in a moment. So let us continue to be faithful, but especially faithful to our holy hours and carving out that time in our busy schedule to pray. We all struggle with sin, and it's always it's very annoying for a lot of us, I think. And we think of the sin of gluttony, and yet our Lord's thirsting for us, and yet we're thirsting for food, drink, sports, entertainment, and mindless videos. I think, when I talk to my friends, we're all struggling with this unholy habit of just scrolling and getting lost in the shorts and all these things. Like, again, it's a battle. It really is a battle. And so to overcome this sin of gluttony, especially in the internet and social media and entertainment, we have to practice the virtue of temperance. And it's difficult. It is. I mean, but yet, if it takes maybe putting the word temperance on our fridge to help us with our overeating, to put the word temperance in our cars and on our desk, and maybe up on the wall, just to say the word temperance, so that we can practice. And so we need to make reparation. We need to do what we can. But yet, with each vice, there's a virtue that we can, again, exercise. It's a muscle. Virtues are a muscle. We need to flex that muscle, especially, again, using temperance. Easier said than done, but again, food for thought for this week. And of course, the word of the day, I think a lot of times we've had the word of the day uh, again, with morning joy. And but yet, I still think this word of "I thirst," what I'm trying to share today, I think to the Blessed Virgin Mary and how she's that holy example for us. Wow, she lost the Lord for 3 days. Her good Saint Joseph and her um, just searched and searched and searched, but they thirsted for the Lord. They wanted him. They were, their hearts were aching. And yet the Blessed Virgin Mary offers that example to us. Uh, we fall into mortal sin. We become lax in our prayer and our devotion, not thirsting for the Lord, but yet Our Lady is there saying, look at me. Look at this holy example. You need to thirst for the Lord, especially if you lose him. Again, return to him, find him. So again, the Blessed Virgin Mary is that beautiful, holy example for us. And so, so many there. And of course, the great beatitude, blessed are they that hunger and thirst after justice. So let us have that beatitude ringing in our ears. But so many things, so many ways to look at the word I thirst. And again, just a few things so that I can share with you. And of course, I found many of those beautiful reflections from the book, The Cries of Jesus from the Cross. And again, I'll be able to share more with you in the next few weeks as we continue to approach this Eucharistic Congress. Again, pray for me and all the pilgrims on the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage. We're out to share the Lord, share our faith, and to be of good cheer. And so, again, a final little recommendation, again, the Holy Hour Prayer Book, to just spend some time with the Lord and to listen to him. And I think that's what's so important. So, Keith, I tell you, I know that you love the Lord and you love your Eucharistic Holy Hours, and maybe you can come and join us on the Eucharistic pilgrimage. There's more of a southern route. Of course, we call that the Juan Diego route. And of course, there's the St. Junipero route, the western route from California. And again, there's all kinds of activities, but follow their website. Go to the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage website. You'll find so many things there. And of course, the fine things about the National Eucharistic Congress. So again, it's only weeks away, so we have a chance to do our part and to show how much we love the Lord and to share the Lord and to think of the conversions that happen when people have that encounter with our Eucharistic Lord. So again, look forward to being in Wisconsin this weekend. And again, thank you for having me today. So God love you.